Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Cards on February 11 at 11:11. 11:11. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good day. Wherever you are. And as soon as you get on, let me know and let me know you're here. You could tell me how your day is going. Today here it's we got a lot of snow. Well, first we got a lot of rain, then that froze, then we got a lot of snow on top of that. So we've got layers of snow and ice everywhere today. So that's why I chose to stay comfy in my sweatshirt and my hot coffee here with you guys. Hey, Will. How are you? Hey, sis. Good to have you back. Welcome. And sis, your crystals are in the mail, so that's exciting. Oh, it's going to be rainy in NorCal today. Awesome. Well, that's pretty much winter there, right? So good. All right. Well, let's see. Wait a couple more minutes for people to get on. And we will start. Yay, thanks. You're welcome. Also today we're going to be using a few more tools that are available on our website. And today what we've got is hematite, but in two different versions. So there's sort of this more, I guess I would call it the more raw or natural version. So it kind of looks like melted metal or something, sort of like, if you can, let's see if we can get it better. There we go. You can see like there's some bubbles. Sort of looks a little like Terminator-esque to me. And hematite's really an interesting piece. And again, you'll find that on our website. You just click on the shop. And here is that hematite piece that I've got right here. Is centering and calming, clears and activates the root chakra, pulls negative energy from and aligns your chakras. So that's a really great one to have. And a really great entry point if you're just starting to look at crystals and that sort of thing. It's $7. Really good price. So, let me readjust here. So that's this piece of hematite. I've also got our card that we pulled on Monday out, Power. Your influence is your power like ripples in a pond, because I thought we'd expand on where we were Monday. And we've got this is another piece of hematite. So it's so interesting how different they look. This one's polished. So it looks a lot darker too when it gets polished like that. But that's another really cool piece. These feel really great, and this one's really heavy too. They're both really interesting. So if you like the more raw version, we've got that. And if you like a more polished, shiny version, that's available too. And that's also available on our website. Back in the shop. And here's the polished hematite. So this one's a little larger than the first one. If I can get it up here in the picture. A little larger than that first one we showed. The same thing, centering and calming, clears and activates the root chakra, pulls negative energy from and aligns your chakras. So does the same thing, just a little different appearance. And those are both available in the store. The other item I wanted to talk about today was this Crown of Love oil. And this is actually mine. So here's what it looks like. You just pull it out. It's a little roller ball. So I like to put it on my hands, smell it, put it on my neck or wherever. It has a really great smell. It's got organic coconut oil, organic essential oils like citrus, jasmine, neroli, frankincense, lang lang, and sandalwood. It relaxes the mind and helps with stress and PTSD. So that's also a really great one as you're trying to clear your energy, to use that in conjunction. So there we are. So we've got our hematite today and our crown of love oil, all available on the store. So when you get your deck, you can just add one of these in. I could slip it into the same box for you. And let's see if we got any comments yet. Hematite. Yep. Good morning, Heather. I know, $7, right? I used to not like the polished ones, but I do like them now. I think it just depends on where you are, and I really like some of the newer shapes and, towers, and I don't know. I appreciate all of them. So I used to only get the raw ones, and now I've sort of opened up to all kinds. So we're going to keep that power out again today. And then we're going to pull another collective card for all of us today. And then we'll go ahead and read from the guidebook. So if it's your first time here, we are using the Entrepreneur Oracle cards created by myself and my friend Kathy Weiss. It's a 44 card deck. Comes in this really great heavy duty box that has a gloss and a matte finish on it. It has a 138-page guidebook that gives tons of insight on each card, tells you how to use them, and just has some great quotes and just helps you navigate through your emotions. So we shall pull a card for you today, everyone, and we will sort of expand off of this power card we had at the beginning of the week. And let me know in the comments if you felt any of that we talked about earlier on Monday. So talking about your power, your influence, and the ripples in the pond. So we talked about how you don't have to be sort of in people's face or be huge or have a lot of money or, be powerful in a big pushy way to make change. So did you notice that anywhere in your week? Let me know in the comments, or just let me know if maybe there was a time where you had to look at your personal power, whether it be standing up for yourself or boundaries or whatever it was. Just let me know if any of that came up this week with that power card. And we will go ahead and pull another one. So this card, well, actually looks like we're going to get two today. So we're going to look at our thoughts and create. So let me move these over so we can get them all into the frame. We're going to keep our hematite in here. So thoughts. Choose thoughts that make your heart feel good over and over. So this is a great card, especially when it comes to power and your personal power, and knowing that we all have the power to choose to listen or believe our thoughts, or choose the thoughts that we're even having. So it's talking about a choice there. Sometimes it feels like we don't have a choice, but what this card is telling us is that's part of our power. In conjunction with that power card is that we can choose our thoughts. We can choose to think the good things, or we can choose to try to prove all the bad thoughts or misconceptions. The other card in line with those two is create. Trust that what you create is good, valuable, and necessary. I also drew that card at the beginning of the week for myself. So that could be in response to my own, or it could be as a collective. We just need to be reminded that what we are doing is what we're supposed to be doing. And whatever you are creating, whether it be a happy family or in your job or hobbies or whatever it is, whatever you're creating is good, valuable, and necessary at any level. So I think that's great, especially when we look at that power card again, because that talked about you don't have to be humongous or, have a huge following on social media or any of that to make a difference. You can make a difference in one person's life by small little acts. So, morning. Thanks for coming in. And if you would like a card, let me know. Let's see. Give me a little comment. Over in the comments so I can see you're there. Okay, Sissy, let's get one for you. So, I don't remember what card we pulled for you. I know we talked about it, but I can't remember the card that we pulled on Monday for you. So, can you write that in the comments so I can remember that? And just keep thinking about how we looked at our own personal power this week. I thought yours was like partners or something, but let me know in the comments. Oh, alone. Okay, got it. So I'm wondering if anything came up for you this week that sort of applied to that, or did you see that anywhere in your week? Just curious to know how that is. And then we're going to pull another card for you. And I know you pull your own cards at home, which is great, so you could sort of see where you are all throughout the week. The card for you today, at this time during the week, is time. Time is an illusion and a human construct. There is only now. So that's a great reminder about where we are is where we're supposed to be, and that we create the constraints on time and schedules and where I should be right now or where this situation should be, or there's a lot of shoulds, right? Oh, good. You made an effort to connect with some more of your people. That's excellent. Great job. Because being alone doesn't really feel great, And, we're human beings. And I think that's why, well, I know that's why this whole quarantine and everybody's staying away from each other has been so hard, right? Because we like to be around other humans. We're a social being. And so that becomes a little more difficult when we're not allowed or, there's this scary, situation around getting together or giving it to other people or whatever. But that's enough about COVID. I feel like enough of our time is talking about that. But just knowing that you aren't necessarily alone. And I'm so glad to have Facebook and Zoom and all these things during this time and all the time, especially living in a different place than from when I grew up, and I can still connect with my friends and family and all of that. So, but the time card is letting us know you're right where you need to be and to stop putting time frames on things. And that doesn't mean that it's not time for change. It just means there's wherever you are and the changes you want to make, you can do that at any time. It's your choice to do that. Oh, Heather, she helped a friend. Yes, she did. I know she helped you this week, so that's great. A plus for that. I also love this card, Time, because it reminds me of my trip to Paris and just how amazing that was. And I use that picture because clearly it's a clock, which we associate with time, But all the swirls and sort of the mixture of color sort of represents how we can feel about time, whether you're on time or you're late or you're feeling anxious or sad or behind, or all the different feelings that we assign to time. So that's the visual meaning behind that image. You're so welcome, sis. Anybody else would like a card? Let me know in the comments. Time was your very first card pull from your EO box. Yeah, such a good one. I mean, they're all good, right? But I especially like that one. There's some I think that each of us will sort of gravitate towards, whether it's because of the color or the image or what it represents or however many times you pull them. So Heather, you'd like one. And Heather, remind us what card you received on Monday. And let us know if you saw that appear in your week. And we'll pull a card for you. Tools. Some you have, some you learn, some you pay others to provide for you. I like this one too. I guess I'll say that about all of them. Oh, contacts. That's a good one. So I think this is a sort of a side note on your contacts card, because tools has to do with not only tools you have yourself or the tools you will learn, but the tools you may need other people to provide for you. So especially this week where you had some help from a friend, that could be part of your tools. And just knowing you can't do everything and you can't be good at everything, and everybody has their path and their lane that they can provide. And you've also got this help card. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory for you, Heather. You're not supposed to do it alone, and you don't need to, and you've got people that will help you. So you have a choice whether you want to seek help or not, and you have the tools on asking for it. So it's not always easy to ask for help, which is why there's a lot of red and pink and sort of that what I recognize, it's sort of like not angry, but sort of anxious colors. There are some points of like coolness and light, but there's also a lot of dark, and that's, for me, is where that struggle is of asking for help. Abby would like to share that she got freedom, giving, and vibration this morning on her 3-card pull. Excellent, Abby. Such a good girl. She always wants to pull her cards in the morning, so even kids can be involved in this. These are, not only kid-friendly, but beginner-friendly. All you have to be able to do is shuffle. And I guess you don't really even have to do that if you didn't want to. You just have to pull a card, and the message you need at the time will be there for you. And I'm drinking, starting to get down to my end of my Starbucks house blend, I think is what it's called. But I did place an order for some more Nespresso, so Monday we'll be having that. Do the shuffle. Yep. You're welcome, Heather. Anybody else would like a card? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, we've got both pieces of hematite, the raw, or what I'm calling the raw, because it's sort of like the melty, bubbly lava version, and the polished version. It's so interesting. This is the same material, right? Like, they look so different. And both of those are under $10 and available in our store. And we've got this Crown of Love oil that has organic essential oils, not just that, but has some of the or high quality essential oils like frankincense. And I don't know if you've ever bought essential oils, but frankincense is one of the more expensive ones. And it smells really amazing, and it does sort of relax you as soon as you have that smell. We've only got one of these available right now, so if you're interested in that, make sure to visit the store right away. And you'll see some of the other things that we've had on our lives. We still have that piece of quartz. I believe there's one piece of sodalite left. Do have, what else do we have? Some blue calcite. We've got, here, let's take a look at it. Instead of me trying to remember it all, we can go back to the store and see. We've got the deck, and of course, we appreciate your support here online, but we really appreciate if you purchase the deck, and we can keep this going. And we've got some other decks in mind that I want to create, and we need to sell the first one. So we've got the hematite, both hematites that we featured today, and the crown of love. We've got the pyrite that we've shown a couple times, and we've got that clear quartz. So we still have some sage spray and the moon spray, the black tourmaline, sodalite, amethyst, and we have one shungite bracelet, some small pieces of selenite, and the brown argonite palm stone. Of course, the red jasper that we showed last time. So we got it was a small bunch, and I'd like to get some more in. So if there's other crystals or pieces that you would be interested in seeing in the store, let me know, because I can get those in there for you. So let us know. Otherwise, if we don't have anybody else, we will just move on. And does anybody have any questions about the cards, or how to use them, or anything about using the cards in general? I just want to remind and to say to people, if you're watching for the first time, that these oracle cards are not a religious tool in any way. I mean, they can be added if you are a spiritual or religious person. You can apply those same meanings in here, but this is not any sort of religion or anything like that. Is open for beginners, for kids, for moms, for work from home, running a business, anybody that just needs a little extra support. So, oh, it looks like Sandy, well, Mom would like a card, so let's pull one for her and see where she's at this week. Hopefully at home today, because we got so much snow. She's not that far away, so she's probably got quite a bit of snow too. So research. Sometimes you need specific answers, find those and move on. So this is a reminder to not get caught up in just looking for the answer that you want to hear instead of the answer that you need. So I can relate practically to this by, when you want to buy something and you just keep researching and researching and researching, and you spend all this time researching and you don't buy it, or you're looking for the best deal, or you do buy it and then you are researching after the fact to find out that maybe you could have gotten a better deal, or there's all these little sort of habits that we have about research. And this was actually our social media posts yesterday, the meaning behind the cards, and I talked about how research can be confused as the action, when really the action is making a decision from your research. So you can stay in the act of the research, or you can, oh, sorry about that. You can make the decision and move forward. So I don't know what happened with my camera, but here we are. So I hope that helps. Seems like there's always something, right? It's okay. We just keep moving on. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. So I hope everybody has a great day, and send this on to any of your friends that you think might benefit from our reading today or might benefit from the cards themselves. And we will be back again on Monday, where we'll pull another collective card and talk about that. Oh, you're welcome. And I hope you have a great weekend. And if you are on the East Coast or Midwest or anywhere that's snowing, I hope you stay safe and warm. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great Thursday. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate you showing up and supporting what we are doing. So have a great day, everyone.